How you doing? I'm MC Reality and I'm from London, England. How you doing?
I'm DJ Phantasy. I'm from London, England as well.
And this is Miranda.
And I'm missing Miranda.
I'm Junior from New York and I play progressive. I'm the Mac Daddy Goldie and I'm like fucking large.
My name's Freebase, I'm from Rave, London. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Foxy and I'm from England. NRG.
I'm the NRG and I'm from Manchester.
What's your name?
No, it is for most of it.
Hardcore music was founded.
I found hardcore in my bedroom. I was masturbating over a magazine one day. And I just said, what am I doing? I'm just jerking off doing nothing. And then all of a sudden I saw the light. It was all cool. And from then on we went forward. But apart from that, I'd just like to say that Phantasy, Steve, Freebase, Jonathan and Peter. Nah. Yeah, I think, fuck, seriously, Toronto fucking kicks, man. Rave the other night was just the bollocks, man. I mean,
The sound system was definitely doing
man.
it. Definitely.
I think the scene's going to progress a lot more now the music's gone worldwide.
And by the way, we'll be back definitely with SPG Music. We're coming back.
And Pleasure Force.
And Pleasure Force.
Now, but the bottom line is it's going to take a lot more input from the US because it hasn't got the same scenario as having that kind of European influence as well. So I think it'll start to pick up. It's going to take a lot longer for it to build. But once it does, it's going to take a lot longer to break it down. Whereas UK is a small place that's kicking music.
I think
the US is. Can I start or finish? The US is like a big place to cover, right? So it's going to take a lot of, it's started off in little pockets at the moment. Detroit, LA, wherever. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of unifying a lot of people on the inner city as well as downtown and everything else. So it'll take a lot longer to progress. But when it does, if the right promoters like SPG Music and Pleasure Force get into the game, I think it's going to be a lot better for all of us, worldwide, because it's just a springboard for us in the UK, do you know what I mean? Like, you lot getting into hardcore now, 5 years along the line, it's a lot better now because we can go back and that'll obviously reflect on us going back and putting more input into the music, knowing that the music's been listened to worldwide as opposed to internally in the UK. Apart from that is my friend Trollhead, who's with me on tour in Toronto, and as you see that they were doing a lot of E-Swallows over here and hasn't come back since they've done that. And he's actually shrank down to about, that's about an inch tall. But I think I'll straighten him out when I take him out to Rage on Thursday.
So what do you think about the difference in now crowds? What's the difference between here and England?
The difference?
The size of the crowd.
Well, the size is like you can get like a rave. The rave over there, you could have like say between 30,000 and plus at some parties. But then bearing in mind it's still new here. But what I want to say is I think the DJs should stick by their guns because at the end of the day there has to be DJs in this country that are leading. And if the crowd are not dancing and they're thinking, oh, I better put on Michael Jackson, as someone who I couldn't care to mention did, I think that if they got to stick by their guns and just keep pumping it out to them, because the people are listening, although they're not dancing, they're still listening because they have to listen. You know what I mean? And they're gonna think one day, yeah, this is all right, man. I'm gonna get into this. That's
the difference between the scene here, because with American, you've got like Hick American, you've got like Black American, you've got Jamaican American. Do you know what I mean? And it's in England, it's so small that we have to live in the same. We have to live with each other. You know what I'm saying? And we've kind of handled that whole thing about race, creed, and colour before we've overcome that. Do you know what I'm saying? And the thing about here as well is that, with not being derogatory, but the UK scene has developed in a natural, steady pace, and the whole fact of having ease and drugs wasn't around when raving first started. So people were into it because of the change in music. In America, you just don't want to ship. We don't want to ship it out to be a drug-orientated thing, just with the music. Do you know what I'm saying? So, as far as the music is concerned, you've got to get their heads around the music and keep playing that music to them, because it ticks on a different kind of time. Do you know what I mean? As opposed to conventional music. And I think the advantage what America's got, which they don't seem to realise, is that we want them to learn off the mistakes that we made in the UK, having like large raves with shitty sound systems. You know what I mean? America has large sound systems, kicking systems, out in New York, down in Florida. You know what I mean?
Even though they do on Saturday.
Yeah, on Saturday. The system was a kicking system.
The system
Now
was
you've
really,
got...
really good.
Yeah, I mean, Pleasure Force, brilliant guys. What can we say? I mean, Peter the Greek, maybe he's a bit of a virgin, but the Rave, yeah. I mean, it's good to be able to come away from Manchester, go to a foreign place, and people are into music that you made in your bedroom a few months ago. And it's really, really good to see people from all over different nations.
Can I just interrupt?
Dancing away.
Can I just interrupt? I'll make it on 24-track SSL disc. 48-track multi-disc.
Can I just interrupt? How come the tunes go out of time?
You listen to that one.
Right, Phantasy is talking about he never lost his heart.
So, as far as the scene's concerned here, you're giving them a wide scope straight away because we got on the train there, you'll get on the train here. So by that time it's all developed and the whole ideas as far as the music's concerned are all openly available. What is going to be a mistake as far as music people are producing, you've got to be very careful. For one, have respect for what you sample from and make sure that you don't sample anything that other people are playing. People's riffs is very important because in the UK we kill for that, you know what I'm saying? People get fucked up big time for that. And we don't want you to inherit the kind of bad things which Rave inherited in the UK, right? The whole sample aspect of it, if you can take the music and turn it around and make it completely original in terms of the way you use sounds, hardcore's got its own anthems. It has its own anthems, right? Things like AKA Nas started again. Those kind of things are anthems for us, you know what I'm saying? We grew up on those kind of tunes.
Oi, 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 what are you doing? Right, this is the one I love, yeah? We're engaged, look, as you can see. Anyway, I got tomato ketchup on me now. Right, I'd just like to say just a shout to Jack Smooth, the guy who engineers for me. And we've got to go because I've got to go and catch a plane. Bye! Yeah.
Individually, just everybody say shout out.
My name's Goldie. I want to say... That's for Peter the Greek. Now, I want to say big shout out to Peter the Greek, man. Fucking homeboy set me up. Listen, right? Homeboy set me up in a hotel. I was like, I'm coming in there and doing some hoteling. I was in a fucking jacuzzi and a swimming pool. But get into hardcore, man, because you get into like jacuzzis and swimming pools from Peter the Greek and my man Johnny.
I gotta go because this fart smells.
Respect to the Pleasure Force.
Respect to the Pleasure Force crew, SPG. Johnny, man, you've been so good, man. Hold your dick in your hand and say, Toronto, here I come.
Hold it, Peter the Greek. And the video, man.
See ya, and I wouldn't want to beat it.